like a good cover-up in Brookside.
This is minging.
Oh, it stinks.
Previously on Brookside, still no news on that money?
No.
Looks like we're in the clear then, eh?
Which is why I want to jack it in. Steve says we can't. It's still too early.
Yeah, well, Steve's right.
Get off my sister!
Don't be sat there leching after 2D women. You want to get yourself out into the real world? Or are you going to still be sat there when you're 70, all sad and lonely?
Like being on the dole, only we've got a 30 grand gyro waiting to be cashed.
We agreed we wouldn't touch the cash. Club's owners could be watching us.
How long do we have to wait?
I don't know, until things are quieting down.
We took it weeks ago.
Look, I'm just as sick as being skint as you are. Let's just leave it another week or so, eh? Can't you find any tuning jobs to tide you over?
Work like that comes from referrals and recommendations. I never stick at it long enough to build up any regular custom. One minute I'm a mechanic, the next I'm a lap dancer or a fish snapper.
Not like variety, I suppose.
And there's nothing like a bit of poke to spend. Only we've got a bag full of it and we can't touch it.
We'll be able to soon.
Now, if we invested it properly, no one would know. And I've got a great idea for a new business venture. A legit one.
Nothing to do with garages or cars, please.
Well, it has sort of, but we won't have to get our hands dirty. It's glamorous, easy, and the best of it is, we just sit back and watch the money roll in.
Go on.
Stretch limo hire. No, they make a fortune. A lad had done my apprenticeship where he's got a few and he said he can't keep up with the demand. You know, everyone has them these days for their stag do's, birthdays, you name it. Even heard the gang of lads took one to Cardiff for the cup final.
Look, even with the cash we got, we couldn't afford one.
We're not that short. We could buy a half-decent one, I could do it up.
Oh, great. Minty Limos, Inc.
Well, it'd be enough to get us going. And I've heard that hiring lap dancers is the latest thing for staggies and that.
And don't tell me. Thor and Rough Rider come out of retirement to entertain any girls, eh?
I think we've done the last of our lap dancing.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon?
I don't know. It could work if we could find the extra cash. We'd still be drawing attention to ourselves. You know, buying a stretch limo all of a sudden.
A lot of people do it. And besides, don't you think you're flapping a bit too much? If the owners of that club even suspected us, they'd be right onto us.
True.
So what do you reckon? Let's start looking for the limo.
I suppose we could stretch to one.
Yeah, stretch, yeah.
Hiya.
Oh, hello. You all right?
Can't say I'm looking forward to going in there. You know, I seem to walk slower the closer I get to home nowadays.
Sorry to hear about your mum.
Thanks. Still expected to be in there, actually. Waiting to have a go at me about not hanging up my coat or leaving me books all over the place.
How are the others?
Getting on my nerves. And it was supposed to be pulling together and being there for one another, but it just doesn't work like that.
You sound like you could do with something to take your mind off things.
I could. Anything.
Why don't you get away?
I wish. I'm going to defend the place at uni for another year, but it doesn't look like I can go anywhere. Not yet, anyway. See ya.
See ya.
Doesn't look like there's much fun going on over there, eh?
No, she's gone through a rough time.
So why don't you ask her out? It's obvious that you're into her.
No, it didn't work out last time, did it?
Never even got started.
Well, I can't ask her out now. Mum's just died.
You heard her. She needs something to take her mind off things.
Yeah, all right, don't worry, I'll tell him. Oh, hang on, he's here now. Oh, he's gone. I was okay.
What did they say?
Check your messages. He wants you to call into the shop. He's got a job on for you.
No way. I've had enough of lugging minty furniture from one seedy flat to another. We don't need to work for Ucky, we've got money.
Listen, hard clock, you'll enjoy it a lot more if you're not looking over your shoulder every 5 minutes.
OK, but I'm not shifting our couches up and down flights of stairs for 40 quid a day.
Right, I'll go and pay him a visit. See what job it is, eh?
Whatever.
Where you going?
Just going to see Kirsty, then I'll be back at mine.
Look, I know it's hard, but you're doing the right thing.
I don't know, I just feel like we're being a bit overcautious.
No, wait, listen, patience could be the difference, right, between getting away with it and getting collared.
You might need someone to talk to.
Sorry, but I'm not feeling very sociable at the moment.
That's allowed. Is there anything I can do?
Not really. I know that people mean well, but being told to get on with your life and move on doesn't help. I can't even face to sort of things out. And our Ruth's on me back about it, but how can we throw our belongings out? They're clothes, her things.
Oh, we had to go through all that with Di's stuff. You feel like you're betraying them, like you're going behind the back or something, but it has to be done, doesn't it?
I can't. Not yet.
Just do it in your own time, Rita will understand. You'll be fine, honest.
Do you know this is the first time I've even spoken to anybody about it?
If you ever need anyone to talk to or anything, I'll be there.
Thanks.
I mean that.
Do you know I'd watch what you're saying? I might have to hold you to it.
Good. I hope you do.
I might have known. Started as it, eh? Yeah, the first of many, no doubt. I know what your game is, mate. You don't fool me!
Why? What are you thinking of putting an offer in? Expanding your property empire?
I was praying that they wouldn't sell, but it's obvious this cynico checkbook's been out.
No, maybe they've accepted someone else's offer.
Oh, well, yeah, very desirable to live round here, isn't it? What, with a big factory going up on your doorstep and a greedy multinational as a neighbour? Look, I'm telling you, the Farnhams have sold us lot right down the river. So much for neighbourly solidarity.
No, the last I heard, the offer had been withdrawn on the Farnhams. Wait and see what's happened first before you start getting yourself all upset about it.
I know, all right. It's obvious, isn't it? They're messing with our heads. That's what big business do. And I'll bet you the Farnhams bit their hand off when we came back to them with another offer. And I'll tell you something else and all, I'll bet you it was lower than the first.
No, I can't see that.
Nicky, they're ruthless. They don't know one in the right mind to buy a house round here. Not when they've looked into what's going on in the woods. Yeah, I'll bet you expect to be back a few times, don't you?
Jim? It's not his fault. He's only doing his job.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Yeah, when they come to flatten the close, wrecking people's lives, knocking houses down, splitting up the community.
Come on, it'll be a long way before that happens.
Nicky, it's obvious, isn't it? It's inevitable. Once one house goes, they all go.
And as I said before, if you need anything, you know where I am.
Thanks.
And, I know things didn't exactly work out with us in the past and that, but I'd like it if we could pick up where we left off kind of thing. What I'm trying to say is,
You're not exactly a smooth talker, are you?
Sorry. What I'm trying to say is, well, I know this probably isn't the best of times, but if you want to meet up and go for a drink or something.
I'd like that. But I don't think I'd be good company at the moment.
All right, then.
I'm not saying no. I'd love to. Just not right now. I'll call you, okay?
Yeah. Great. Right, I'll see you later then. Ta-ra.
Bye.
I'm only trying to find out who's bought it. Look, I've got to live across the road from this house. Oh, well, thanks for your help. She couldn't tell me. Client confidentiality.
Told ya. Why are you getting yourself so wound up? You'll find out soon enough.
I know already anyhow, don't I? Not the Lord and Lady Farnham could give a toss about anyone round here.
Yo, Ron's still in. He's a family.
Oh, they're not bothered about him. They've left it all behind, haven't they? It's us who've got to face the consequences, Nicky. Us. Well, that's what you call a real sellout.
Look, why are you taking it all so personally? I think it's great you want to stand up to the plans, but you can't do it all on your own.
People don't care. Especially if they think there's a chance they might make a few bob out of it.
Great, so you want to save your community, but you've got to ask yourself, is that community worth saving? Especially if you're the only one who seems to care.
People won't realise until it's too late. You know, if they're stiffed by this Cynico outfit, you know, they're all going to be up in arms.
So, meanwhile, it's a one-man fight?
I've still got you, haven't I?
Of course.
Hey, listen, it was your mum that put me up to it, you know. She told me to stand up to them, and she was right. Do you know, people haven't got the bottle to take on big business. What's wrong with them? Do you know, the longest case in British legal history was two ordinary people taking on a big multinational. The Mac libel case. Everyone thought they didn't have a cat in hell's chance, but they did it.
I really hope you manage to put a stop to all this, but don't overdo it. Your health and your sanity comes first.
Yeah, right, I know.
Look, Jimmy, after me mum and me nan, you're the most important person in the whole world to me.
Oh, thanks, kid.
No, I mean it. I don't want you to get obsessed with this Cynico thing. You can't fight everyone else's battles for them. And I know if you let it, this thing will take over your whole life.
I know, but I can't just stand by and let this happen without a fight.
OK, well, think about yourself first.
Look, he's been asking questions about the missing money.
You joking? What did he say?
He wanted to know why we haven't been around there looking for work. And he said that we're working in the lap dancing bar and wanted to know whether we've helped ourselves to the cash.
Was he being serious?
He pretended that he was messing, but it's obviously crossed his mind, hasn't it?
He'd just be messing about.
Well, even if he is, the fact that he's linked it to us is worrying. But there's no way we can spend that cash, not yet. Which is why I've agreed that we'll do this job for him.
Oh, no!
We can't afford to turn it down. Not now. Look, it's only a house clearance. This Al girl, she's popped it, and he wants us to go round there and clear it. It's dead easy, and we get to prove that we need the money.
He probably only said all that just to get you to do the job. I bet you the pay's rubbish.
No, it's all right for an easy job.
You know what? I don't care if he thinks we took that money. I'm not working for him ever again.
You've got to. I said we both needed the work.
Say I'm sick or something.
You'll know I'm making it up.
I don't care. I'm not doing it. No matter what you try and say, no matter how much you try and convince me.
You know it's for the best. All right, we don't make much out of it, but at least we get to convince Ucky that we need the money. Right, there's the address. Do us a favour and make yourself useful and see if you can find out where it is.
I'm serious, you know. This is the last time.
All right, and then we get a limo. Go and get yourself a uniform if you want.
I mean it. No more. We move on, otherwise I'm off.
All right, well, you just stop taking it all out on me.
I'm sorry, but I'm just sick of everything. Nothing ever runs smoothly.
Well, how did it go with you and Kirsty before, eh?
I got knocked back. What else?
Well, she's into you, you know. I can tell.
Yeah, maybe she is, but nothing's happening.
All she needs is a bit of time.
That's my life at the moment, waiting around for something to happen.
Yo, my life's hardly exciting either. Like Candy binned me off before anything happened. There's not exactly a queue of girls outside ours, is there?
You'll find someone.
I doubt it. Don't even know whether I want to anymore. Come on. Doesn't look too bad.
Not as bad as that last student Dumpy sent us to, stinking of rubbish and a dead body.
Dead to the world. There's only a bevy student. And anyway, this body is truly dead and buried, so let's get in there and clear it out. No. Hello?
What do you reckon?
Come in. Hello? Mrs. Lloyd?
Oh,
You've come about your furniture.
oh, sorry, I didn't hear you knock. I'm Miss Lloyd, Joan. Mrs. Lloyd was my aunt.
Oh, sorry to hear about your auntie.
It's all right. To be honest, it was a blessing in the end.
I was ill for a long time.
Yeah, I looked after her for years.
Is that her there?
Yeah, that was before she became ill. She was very demanding near the end. You know what old people can be like. Quite a handful, very fussy.
Must have been hard for you.
I used to come and see her every day. Did everything for her.
So, where do you want us to start?
Oh, have you got Mr. Johnson's quote for the furniture?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Oh. I thought he would have offered more than that.
Oh, sorry, we were just told to give you the note.
It's not your fault.
Well, do you want to try a few other places?
No, I'd rather just get it done. The landlord wants the place completely clear, eh?
Oh, it's not your auntie's house then?
No. She lived in it for most of her adult life, paying the rent every month. She never bought it.
Well, she's probably paid for it a few times over.
Easily.
Right, we should get started then.
Yeah. Will you two be all right if I leave you here on your own? I've got some things to do.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll leave you the spare key so you can lock up and let yourselves in the morning, if that's okay. I've got to go to the solicitors. It's the read of my auntie's will tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll leave it to us, eh?
Thanks very much. See you both in the morning, then.
See ya. Don't you feel last doing this?
How do you mean?
That poor woman sounds like she's been through a really rough time. Now she's got Ucky ripping her off. 350 quid for a house full of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's okay, isn't it?
He hasn't he got a conscience?
Look, I know what he's done is out of order. We just got to get on with it. And hopefully it'll put an end to Ucky's suspicions.
Yeah, maybe we're just as bad as him.
I feel sorry for that Joan just as much as you do, you know. But what can we do about it?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is the last time we shift furniture. From now on, the only movement we'll be doing is into the limo business.
All right.
It's weird walking around someone's house going through all the gear.
Why? Yeah, our girl's finished with it.
I know, but don't you feel like you're intruding?
Nope, I'm trying not to think about it. As far as I'm concerned, it's all just stuff.
Yeah, but it's someone's life.
It was.
That Ucky's a shark. This is well worth more than what he's paid.
She's probably just glad to put everything behind her.
I don't don't blame her looking after someone for that long. And by the sound of it, the old lady wasn't very grateful.
Must be hard having to do everything for someone when they're ill like that.
There's no way I could do that, though, you know.
Yeah, but she might be getting left all kinds in the will. By the sounds of it, she's the only relative.
Hey, just think of the occasions we'd be able to hide the limo out, though. Aintree, big concerts down at the King's Dock.
I suppose.
21st and 40th are the big ones, though.
After Stag and Hindus.
I didn't see Joan come back in, did you?
Oh, maybe it isn't her.
Who was it then?
I don't know.
What do you think you're doing?
We're gonna ask you the same
Come in
thing.
here, moving everything.
We're being paid to clear the house
Just looters, glorified rag and bone men.
Hey, hang on.
In fact, you're worse. You're grave robbers.
Pack it in, will you?
Who are you?
Gladys's friend.
No, you're from next door. I seen you looking when we arrived.
This was Gladys's favourite bit of furniture. She looked after it carefully for years and used to just come in and dump all kinds of things on it. You just barge in here, taking all this stuff, things she's collected for years.
It's our job.
Yeah, we're being paid by the old lady's family.
She didn't have any family.
And what about her niece? You know, Joan.
That witch. Kept her like a prisoner for years.
Well, she seemed all right to us. No, it sounded like the old lady was the moody one.
Oh, how can you say that? You didn't even know her.
Well, from what Joan said, she gave it a hard time.
As if. Gladys was lovely. I don't know what Joan did to her, but she was never the same when she started looking after her.
Yeah, she was ill, wasn't she?
She was a lot worse after Joan showed up.
What are you saying?
Joan didn't care about Gladys. She never did. She's just like she doesn't care about her things. She's only after what she can get. Always has been.
Look, I'm sorry, but it's got nothing to do with us.
So you're just gonna pack it up and dump it?
I don't know. Probably most of it will be sold on.
She spent years collecting all of this. How can you split it all? This was her life.
Well, something's got to be done with it all.
She was my friend.
Look, you're going to have to do one. We need to get this sorted.
All right. Look, do you want a glass of water or something?
What if she throws it at me?
Go ahead, will ya? Look, I'm sorry, but we thought it was a house clearance.
Lived next door to her all my life.
So did you care about her?
Yeah. I can still remember when I was little. I used to come in to see her all the time. Well, she'd have a bowl of mints on the mantelpiece. She'd always let me pick one. We'd talk for hours. She was so funny. You know the way adults talk down to kids? She never did. She'd always talk to you.
She sounds nice.
She was like a nan to me. She didn't have any kids of her own, so I suppose that's why she treated me so well. She had this figurine of a little girl. She always used to say it was me.
You miss her then?
When she started to get ill, I couldn't come as often. But before she got too bad, I'd sit with her for hours. She'd tell me about her life, show me the things she'd collected. Well, it wasn't worth much, really, but she really cared about it.
Yeah.
Was she ill for long?
Years. She tried to cope on her own, but in the end she couldn't. Well, that's when Joan started showing up. And after that, she suddenly deteriorated. She couldn't look after herself. She was virtually bedbound. Hardly saw her after that. Sometimes she'd make it to the window to wave, but I saw less and less of her. And after that, Joan would hardly let us see her. My mum would call round with stuff for her, but she'd say Gladys was too weak or that the doctor had advised against it. We knew she just didn't want Gladys to see anyone. And then last week, she died. Joan didn't even tell us. We just saw the coffin being carried out. Imagine that. We've been her neighbour for years.
Well, we only met that Joan for a few minutes, but she seemed all right to us.
She isn't, believe me. Gladys went downhill the moment she started looking after her.
What are you trying to say, that it was her fault or something?
Look, you don't even know what she was like.
Oh, and you did? Like you knew that we were grave robbers?
Well, what are you
We're
then?
just trying to do a job.
Steve, will you cool it?
I don't even know why you're listening to her. I want to carry on taking the stuff out.
Hey, I'm sorry.
She might have fooled him. She's only after what she can get.
Yeah, well, our boss offered the next to nothing for all this, and she accepted.
She's probably too preoccupied with what Gladys is going to leave her.
So she's gonna get left much, eh?
Who knows? I hope she's left with nothing.
Yeah, we'll soon find out. The reading of the wills tomorrow. Is Gladys got any other relations?
No one,
So Joan will get whatever there is.
unfortunately.
And do you think there'll be much?
Who knows? Joan's obviously hoping there is.
Well, listen, If there's anything here you want to keep, we won't say anything.
I'd take it all if I had the space. This is her pride and joy. Bet your boss doesn't appreciate what he's getting.
Why is it worth something?
Not really. It's a reproduction, but it's collectible. She taught me all about that. I'm studying furniture and design at uni.
Why? So did you make your own settees and everything?
I design all different types of furniture, as well as redoing old stuff.
Listen, I'm gonna have to get back to it. But we leave you here alone, eh? So you can say your last goodbyes.
Thanks.
My name's Tim, by the way. I'm my mate Steve.
I'm Abby.
Hey, the van's nearly full.
All right, we'll have to do the rest tomorrow then.
You're not leaving Looney Tunes in there, are you?
Shh. She'll hear you.
So she's got a screw loose.
No, she's all right.
What? Sneaking in, throwing all kinds of stuff at
Hey,
us?
she was upset, that's all.
Why? Because we touched a precious sideboard?
No, she's really into furniture. She studies at university and that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she seems to know what she's talking about. What?
You fancy her, don't you?
No.
Yeah, you do. You're exactly the same with that Candy, although I had a Mr. Understanding.
Behave.
I reckon she's living in a fantasy world. That Joan was all right. She had her down as some granny batterer or something.
She never said that.
Well, she hinted at it, though. If you want my advice, you'd steer well clear.
Could do with a proper French polish. Gladys always used to do it herself. Really handy like that. Did all her own DIY and decorating right into her 70s.
Look, we're gonna have to lock up now. Do you want us to leave you in here?
No, thanks. Just wanted to say a proper goodbye. Joan would never have let me.
Is there anything you want to keep then?
No, thanks. Well, I wish I could keep it all, but... Or at least see that it went to somewhere where it'll be appreciated.
Yeah, well, Joan said she didn't want any of it.
Why would she? I bet she'll be glad to see the back of it all. And the house as well. Anyway, thanks for letting me say goodbye.
What are you doing here?
Don't worry, I'm going now.
Too right you are, but that doesn't answer my question.
I was just here to see what you were doing with Gladys's things.
Well, it's none of your business.
She'd be broken-hearted if she knew you were flogging it off to some second-hand shop.
And how would you know what she wanted?
Because I listened to her.
Well, so did I. Day after day, for longer than I care to remember, which entitles me to decide what happens to all of this.
You don't care about her things, just like you didn't care about her.
Oh, and you do?
More than you. Much more.
Goodbye. What do you think you're doing letting that one in here?
We didn't. She sneaked in, and then when we asked her to leave, she started throwing stuff at us.
That sounds like her, all right. She tries to tell everyone that she was close to me auntie, but she was nothing more than a nuisance. Always playing on her, trying to worm her way in. Please, don't let her in here again.
No props.
Thanks. She really scares me. I'm glad I've got you two around. I'll see you tomorrow then.
See ya.
I've, got something for you.
Oh, yeah, what? Orders from Joan to stay away?
Don't tell her I took it.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, I thought you should at least get to keep that.
It's really thoughtful of you. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, well, I didn't want you to think we were grave robbers.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that. But I meant what I said about Joan. You'll see that I'm telling you the truth.
She didn't throw it at you then?
Nope, you've got it all wrong.
And you're following that instead of that?
All right, yeah, I think she's all right.
Barking mad, more like.
She's a bit eccentric.
A bit.
She's okay, and I think she's telling the truth about that Joan one.
You're losing it, and you'll deserve all you get if you go after that one. You have to do this.
You can't leave a job half done.
Why can? For the press and house clearance, not the neighbours, and all for Hookie's lousy wages.
We'll have it boxed off in no time.
Yeah, that's if you keep your mind on the job and not that Abby.
Oh, she's not going to be interested in me. She was calling us grave robbers yesterday.
Yeah. That was before the old lady charm kicked in. Take whatever you want, Abby.
I was just being friendly. She was upset.
Well, she soon had the shoulder to cry on and she went for it.
She's probably seen some furniture out off a course. Someone she's got more things in common with.
And when we did that lap dance, you were sort of a Chippendale. Well, a reproduction of one.
No trouble at the Gordons, eh?
No, hang on, need a sec. You all right?
No, not really.
Why, what's happened?
I've just had murder with our roof.
Why? What's up?
She just started on me again and I'm not in the mood.
About going through your mum's stuff?
Yeah, partly. We're just not getting on at the moment, and the last thing I feel like doing is going through my mum's things.
Well, why don't you let her do it on her own?
Because the truth is, she doesn't want to do it either. She's just forcing herself to do it.
Maybe you should just leave it to her.
No, I don't want to. She's already started sorting for a jewellery box. She wanted to throw this away. I know it's old, but... and neither of us would wear it, but... it was my mum's when she was our age. How could she throw it away?
Well, arguing over it's only going to make things worse, isn't it?
Which is exactly why I've got to get off.
So where are you going to go?
I don't know.
Did you come out with anything?
No. I didn't even pick my bag or my keys up. But there's no way I'm going back in there. I'm not humiliating myself.
So what are you going to do?
I'll just go for a walk. I need to get away for a few hours anyway.
Well, why don't you come with us? You know about on the job we're doing.
I don't know. What Tim say?
Yeah, but all right, as long as you keep them in tea and biscuits. Come on, it's got to be better than walking the streets.
What's the job?
Well, that's a bit tricky.
What?
We're cleaning out a house. The old lady who lived there's just died.
Oh, great. Did Ruth put you up to this?
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I forgot. Just forget it.
No, it's nice of you to ask. Doesn't look like I've got much choice anyway.
Late. Come on, then. Don't mind if Kate comes with us, do you?
No.
It's had a fallout with their roof.
Oh, is everything all right?
Yeah, fine.
It'd be good to have you along, actually.
No, thanks.
As long as you don't put Stevie boy off his work.
Don't worry, I won't.
I mean it, no distracting.
Just drive, will you?
The last thing we want in a job is all the hand-holding and canoodling. I'm only messing.
Yeah, well, don't.
Oh.
Right, ready for tea?
Thought you'd never ask. You never said it was bring your bed to work day.
What else could I do? And besides, at least now I won't have to play gooseberry if that Abby turns up.
I don't think we'll see her again.
No, well, I can't say I'm bothered. She was scary.
I wonder if she was a bit intense. Or she was just upset.
There's a word for that type of upset. Like neurotic. Oh, just get that over.
I think she was right about that Joan anyway. She was a bit weird.
At least she didn't start throwing stuff at us.
It's weird, isn't it? Watching someone else's life being packed away into boxes. All of this stuff looks like it's been here for years and now it's going. Do you know, this could have been here before I was even born.
No, she's gone. There's not much use for her anymore, is there?
Yeah, but it's still part of who she was. Her personality, her life.
Well, if this was ancient Egypt, it'd have been buried with her. Or the Vikings, they had their gear burnt with them.
Maybe that's what we should do.
They put Hooky out of business.
And you out of a job.
The way I'm only doing this is a favour for Tim.
Oh? You're going to concentrate on your tuning service?
No, I've got a few other things I want to sort out.
Oh, right. Like lap dancing?
Who told you that?
My mate Lizzie was out in town on her cousin 10 night. She said she saw you.
I knew where they'd get out. Look, we only did it for a week, just to see what it was like.
Oh, don't be embarrassed. I'm impressed. There's not a lot of men who'd have the bottle to do it. Or the body.
Yeah, well, I'd rather you didn't tell no one. We're trying to keep it a secret.
Don't worry. I wouldn't say a word. Although you might have to give me a demonstration sometime. Just to keep me quiet.
And you are?
One of Steve's friends, I've come to help them out.
Oh, no one asked me.
Steve didn't think it'd be a problem.
Oh, just thought he could take advantage, did he? Eh?
What's the matter?
Who said you could bring along anyone you liked? You're supposed to be doing a job, not having a party.
Well, she's helping us out.
Would have been nice to be asked.
Well, look, I can go if it's a problem.
No, you're all right.
Do what you like. I've got more important things to worry about.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Everything's just great. All those years I looked after her. And for what? A couple of £100 for her stupid furniture. She didn't leave me anything. The bank accounts are virtually empty. No savings, nothing. Being made to look like a total fool. What did you do with those documents? The stuff that was in the sideboard?
I think it's in the cardboard box in the corner.
Charming.
I knew Abby was right about it.
Well, she was angry, but he wouldn't be. Looking after someone for that long and ending up with nothing.
Yeah, well, I can't say I'm impressed with the welcome.
Just put yourself in her position.
I'm going off for a bit.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to go here next door to visit.
You mean the egg the ball?
I just want to tell her what's happened.
Tim? What's he getting her involved for?
He obviously likes the girl.
She's a weirdo. She's defo trouble, I know it.
Your mum said to come up. She did shout you. I just wanted a word with you about something, really.
Come in.
Nice chest.
My coursework.
Yeah, we shipped a load of chairs out like this, you know, on a job for Rookie. He said they were just a load of junk.
If I had a whole set of those, I could sell them for about £400 each.
You're messing.
No. They're worth more in their original state. Just need to know what's what, really.
Oh. You good, aren't you?
Enjoy it. Could do with having a proper workshop, though. Do you know, somewhere to sell from as well.
So is your course good, then?
Yeah, a bit too much theory, not enough practical. Apart from that, it's great, yeah.
Well, the other students on your course, all right?
Yeah, nice bunch.
Do you mix up them much? You know, out of college and that?
Oh, yeah. We go to furniture fairs and antiques parties all the time together. As if. I'm not that bad. You've really got me down as some furniture sado, haven't you?
No.
I usually go into Manchester with my mates Faye and Amy.
Nice one.
So, are you just here to chat about my course?
No, just thought you should know. Joan's just been to the reading of Gladys as well. She's gone mad. She hasn't got a penny.
Suppose I should be pleased. What I can't stop thinking about is why Gladys didn't leave her anything. I mean, how badly did she treat her? What did she do to her? Bet she's livid. All that effort for nothing.
She's going off her head. She's going through Gladys's things now. Trying to find out what she did with all her money.
Gladys obviously didn't want her to get her hands on her life savings. I mean, she told me she hid it in the house somewhere, but I thought she was just joking.
But what if it wasn't? I mean, it could still be next door. Still hidden.
Well, I'm sure sooner or later Joan will be ripping the place apart, having a look for it.
You can't let her get her hands on it. What would Gladys say?
How can I stop her?
By finding it first.
I don't even know if it exists.
Well, you got to at least look for it. I mean, we could help you.
Well, thanks, but Joan won't let me anywhere near the house.
Well, we'll just look when Joan's out the way. Meanwhile, you try and figure out where Gladys would have hid it, OK?
I don't know, but it won't be anywhere obvious. She was a crafty old thing.
All right, well, we'll start looking, and we'll soon find out when Joan's gone.
You do realise this could be a total waste of time?
Yeah, but it might not be. You can't risk Joan finding Gladys's money, can you?
No.
Exactly. I'll see you later.
That was in the name of Gladys Lloyd. I wondered if you could give me any more information on all the cash withdrawals in early 1991. Well, I wondered if she'd opened any other accounts or policies.
About time, too.
Well, can't you tell me over the phone? Oh, yes, I'll bring it all with me. Look, I've got to go out for a few hours. Have you got any idea when you might be finished?
Sorry, it's not going to be until at least tomorrow.
Oh.
The van's playing up, and it wouldn't be safe, you know, to drive on a full load, so I'm going to have to get a tea into tonight. But we can get everything ready to go and just load it all out tomorrow.
Whatever. Just get it done as soon as you can.
What was all that about?
Yeah, the van seemed okay before.
To buy us a bit of time,
For what?
so we can start looking for Gladys's money.
Have you been at her sherry?
The reason why Joan didn't get left anything in the will is because it's all gone. Gladys emptied out a bank account years ago. And according to Abby, her savings are here somewhere in this house.
According to Abby, Joan did Gladys in. I reckon she's been exposed to too much wood glue.
Actually, I use special resin. Doesn't give off any vapours.
Yeah, all right, enough of that. Listen, we need to find out what we're going to do.
Load the van and get out of here.
Look, this is Tim's idea. I'm not even sure if it's worth looking for.
So she said she left the money in the house.
Yeah, but she could have been teasing. She was always up to stuff like that.
Yeah, or it could have been the truth. And what if it was, eh? We need to find the money before that Joan does.
Well, there's no harm in looking for it. I've only met her once, but I'd hate for her to get her hands on it.
Good. Oh, Abby, this is Kirsty, by the way.
Hey.
And you two have already met, haven't you?
Yeah, I was lucky I wasn't knocked out.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that. I was upset.
Yeah, we noticed.
All right, let's just drop it, eh? We need to get a move on. Right, you two, go and have a look upstairs and stay me and you down here.
Yeah, well, keep an eye out for Joan, because if she comes back, I have to get out the back way quick.
Well, I'll tell you what, put the snip on the front door, give you a bit more time, eh?
Great, well, all we need now is George and Timmy the dog. Oh, come on. As in the famous 5? Hidden treasure, evil relations. Just throw a ghost in it, it's like something out of Scooby-Doo.
What do you mean, like Gladys's ghost?
Sorry.
Good one.
All right, she was only messing.
Look, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to be horrible. Should we start upstairs then?
Yeah, okay.
Great.
Well, that went well, didn't it?
I know. So, are you on with her now or what?
Might be.
Well, you better add me after all of this. Come on, at least spill the beans. At least then with a chance.
Listen, lad, you just never know.
Well, I gather that's what all this is about.
No, I reckon this is all legit.
And I reckon you're only doing it to get in the drawers.
I have been in a bedroom. I've seen all kinds. A bare chest, had a little feel of her legs.
Shut up.
I swear. Anyway, what about you two? Is it back on or what?
Well, I might ask her back out again later. You never know.
Hey, we both put our cards right. We could be on it, yeah?
Yeah!
Any luck?
No, nothing yet.
So, you and Steve going out?
No, we're just good friends. Though we have come close a few times, but the timing's just never been right.
Really?
Yeah. I'm only here because we live across the road from each other. I was at a loose end this morning, so I said I'd help him out. Well, actually, to be honest, I was stuck for somewhere to go. He did me a favour by letting me come with him.
How come?
Oh, I had an argument at home. Did the big storm out, no pairs, no back, nothing.
Your mum and dad?
No, my sister. I lost my mum a few weeks back, and my dad a few months before that.
Oh no, I'm really sorry.
Thanks. Actually, you know, it's ironic. The argument I had with my sister was about going through my mum's things, and here I am going through a complete stranger's.
It's really hard to let go, especially the personal stuff.
My sister wanted to throw this out, but Mum really loved it. How can we throw away something she's so fond of? Something that's always so close to her.
Why don't you put it on?
No, the state of it.
Sure, right underneath your top. So, do you think you and Steve will ever get the timing right?
Who knows? He's really nice. A bit of a skull mind, but we get on really well. I suppose I'll just have to see if he asks me.
Do you think you will?
Maybe.
Steve! Wool. Not in this lot either. Maybe we should check what's in the van just in case.
Well, what are you expecting to find? A drawer stuffed full of cash?
I don't know. Abby said it's going to be well hidden, so we better check everything thoroughly.
Hey, do you reckon they're talking about us up there?
I don't know. I'd just be happy if they're talking. What happens if they don't get on?
Well, all girls like once they start talking.
Well, Kirsty wasn't exactly over-friendly, was she?
Well, she's going through a hard time.
Yeah, well, it won't help either of us if they end up hating each other.
Yeah, and it won't help you if Kirsty spills the beans about the lap dancing.
You told her?
No. My mate saw us.
Brilliant.
Don't worry, she won't say anything. I hope not anyway, for your sakes. I'll go and check the van.
He'd even set up a business for her when she recovered. It's really sad.
It must have been terrible for him.
Still isn't himself. I don't think he ever will be again.
Poor Tim.
Well, this is getting us nowhere.
We're looking in all the obvious places. I mean, Gladys was much more inventive than that.
So where would she hide it?
I don't know. I remember going on and on about how you can't take it with you and she was going to leave everything behind, but
Meaning she'd leave it in the house?
I don't know. I do remember the mischievous grin she had on her face as she said it, but
What was she like, Gladys?
funny, kind, glamorous in her own kind of way. She was really into the 20s, you know, the stylishness and romance of it all. She used to tell me about when her mother was a young woman, what it would have been like back then.
You must have really missed her when she died.
More than I thought I would.
Has it helped you? You know, going through her things?
I suppose so. It's really hard seeing it all go. I gave Tim and Steve such a hard time about it yesterday, but it can't stay like this forever. Otherwise it'd be like turning the place into a shrine.
So did she ever marry?
Yeah, there's a picture from downstairs in uniform.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
He died in the war. She never met anyone else after him. Still loved him, 50 years on. And that was the great thing about Gladys. She didn't just live in the past. I remember going on and on about the internet. She wanted to get a computer and go online. Even read up about it and everything, but didn't get the chance. And her illness started to kick in and Joan started to take over. Up until that point, we used to do loads of stuff for her, you know, shopping, stuff like that. But she started getting worse. Joan just froze us out. There was nothing we could do about it.
Didn't Gladys say anything?
I think she tried. She was getting weaker every day. I thought something dodgy was going on.
Dodgy? What do you mean?
Well, she was sick. But as soon as Joan showed up, she just started to get worse. And I don't mean just physically. It's like she was in a daze all of the time.
That happens to all people, I suppose.
Not that quick, though. Glad had an active mind. This was like she was being drugged or something.
By Joan?
I think so, yeah.
Wasn't there anything you could do?
I wanted to. Mum thought I was overreacting. Maybe I was. I'll never know.
Do you really think Joan's capable of doing something like that?
I wasn't sure at the time, but the more I think about it, then yeah. She was in control of the drugs. There was nothing stopping her giving Glad an extra pill here and there. Something to keep her sedated. Anything for an easy life. I just wish I'd done something about it at the time, though. Look at this.
What? It's empty.
Yeah, but doesn't that bottom look a bit too high? Oh, yeah? I reckon there's a false bottom in this.
It's a waste of time. I reckon you only want hang around so you can get into Abby's treasures.
All right, yeah, but there's the money as well.
To keep it moving.
Go on. Empty.
No. Look.
Well, she must have kept the money hidden in here at one time.
So what's she done with it?
Who knows? But it definitely was here.
Hey! Wait there! Hey! What do you think you're doing?
All right, Joan.
You slammed the door in my face.
It's Joan. She's downstairs. If she finds me here, she's gonna throw us all out.
It doesn't look like you've done much, does it?
We sorted out all the upstairs stuff.
Oh, right. Should we go and have a look?
Let's try the window.
Hello?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, watch out.
You've got no record
She's coming quick.
of making any purchases, and I can't!
I won't let you fall, I swear.
Around that time or since.
Oh, thank you.
Joan,
What?
I just wanted to say how sorry I was about, you know, your auntie and what's happened.
Just letting some air into the room.
Are you lot taking the mickey or what? You haven't even started in here.
Yeah, we're just starting it now.
Told you I wouldn't let you fall.
Thanks. That was close. Would have been murder if she'd have found me. She definitely sent us all packing.
Maybe we're just wasting our time anyway.
Oh, look. A load of these were hidden in the bottom of the ottoman.
So do you think she spent it all?
Or hid it somewhere safer.
Somewhere harder to find?
I don't think we should give up. I better go. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is the back room all cleared out now?
Yeah, the spotless up there too.
I really thought you'd be finished by today.
Yeah, we would if it weren't for the van.
Yeah, as soon as that's sorted.
Oh, whatever. I doubt I'll be round much tomorrow anyway. I've got things to do. But I will check in to see you finished.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Listen, thanks for today. I really enjoyed it, even if it was hard work.
Yeah, at least the nasty niece won't be there tomorrow. So we can have a good look around, eh?
Do you mind if I come again?
No, as long as you don't make the tea as weak as you did. I'm only messing. Now, the more of us there is, the better chance we got to find the cash, isn't it?
Right, we'll see you tomorrow when the famous four shall ride again. Hey, Abby's really nice, isn't she?
Yeah, sound?
Are you two okay?
Yeah, fine. So, you really want to come back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Great.
Walking me back from the van. It's a new one.
I know, well, I thought I'd see if you were okay, you know, with moving all the stuff and your mum and that.
Yeah. Actually, it's really helped. And so did spending a day not thinking about this place. Thanks.
So, do you fancy going for a drink later, after work? I mean now.
No, I'm gonna have a bath.
Later?
Sorry.
Never?
No, I'm not saying that.
Right, just back off, eh?
Thanks for being so sweet.
Don't mention it.
Look, if you find that money, we can go out tomorrow.
Oh, so what are you saying? You'll only go out with me if I find the cash?
No, but it'd be a good reason to go out and celebrate, won't it? I haven't had much chance to do that recently. Night.
Night. Don't worry, we'll find the cash.
Turn the music down. I can't believe you're refusing to help me sort Mum's stuff out. You're going to some dead woman's house instead, a complete stranger.
I promised Stevie, Tim.
And what about me? It's going to be hard enough doing it as it is, and you expect me to do it on my own.
Look, I said I'd help you.
So help me then.
Ruth, yesterday I couldn't even face the thought of it. After helping to sort through the old lady's things, I think I'm ready to do my mum's. Just not today, okay?
Me and Luke want to move into the bedroom. He keeps asking all sorts of questions. It's upsetting him seeing her stuff around. And me.
I can't get out of it.
So our feelings don't matter to you?
Oh, Ruth, of course they do. Come on, let's do it tomorrow. Another day won't make much difference, would it?
You're just selfish, Kirsty. Like yesterday, I was worried sick about you. You were gone all day, no bag, no money.
Sorry, I didn't think.
It's bad enough putting up with Stu and Ali. Now you're turning against me.
It's not about taking sides. It's about us all dealing with what's going on here.
Which is what I'm trying to do. That and keep the family together.
Well, staying cooped up together in this house isn't working.
We've got no choice.
Do you know if I had the money, I'd be right out of here.
And so would I. But Stuart isn't old enough to look after himself, so we've got to stay together.
Well, he'll be old enough in a few months. And it's not as if you're getting any thanks from him, is it? All you get of him is grief and abuse. I'm sorry, Ruth, but if I can, I'm getting right out of here. And you know something? The further away, the better.
Hey, today's going to be a good one, you know.
Oh, I on a promise of Kirsty, are you?
I might be. I reckon we're going to find Gladys's money as well.
Hang on a sec, you didn't even think it existed yesterday.
Oh, what if I changed my mind? I just got this feeling.
Yeah, well, if it is there, we've only got a few more hours to find it.
Well, if we do find it, what are we going to do with it?
I don't know, it's up to Abby, isn't it?
You reckon she'll split it between the four of us?
I feel a bit weird taking a woman's life savings.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but what else are we going to do? Can't exactly give it back to Moan and Joan, can we?
No, but it's not ours either.
And what else to do but split it? Hey, and after all them bank plans the girls found yesterday, could be thousands in there. I mean, you could put our bit into the limo fund.
Let's just see what happens before we go spending it all first, eh?
Imagine it, though. Taking Kirsty and Abby out on a double date, rolling up in a big stretch job.
Hang on a sec. So, we found all the money, and we're taking the girls out. Mr. Optimist, or what?
There's nothing wrong with being positive.
Yeah, but we'll probably end up with a load of slummy and the knockback.
Nah, things between me and Kirsty are starting to happen. And after your action man hero bit yesterday, Abby's there for the taking. Today's gonna be our lucky day, brother.
Let's see. Oh, what's up? That's good luck, isn't it?
So there's nothing I can say to get you to stay and help me.
Look, Ruth, tomorrow's not a problem. Tonight even, I just can't today.
Do you know what? I'll do it myself.
Okay, fine. It's your decision.
I don't get to decide anything anymore. Everything just gets heaped on me.
That's because you're trying to take me mum's place all the time, and there's absolutely no need.
So who else is going to do it?
Look, we're all old enough to look after ourselves, and there's no way you're going to cope trying to look out for us all the time.
I've no choice, have I?
Of course you have. We sell up, split the money, and go our separate ways. I can go travelling, Ali can get his flat, and you and Luke can get a place of your own.
And we put Stuart in care, yeah?
Okay, so you have Stuart for a few months, but then when he turns 16, he can get his own flat too?
You'd happily dump your little brother.
Fine. We'll wait till he's a little bit older, but he won't thank you for it. He'd rather be on his own.
And you really think he's mature enough to handle that? Let alone make such a big decision for himself.
Look, Ruth, it's not as if we're all going to lose touch and never see each other again. But forcing us all to stay together in this house isn't helping any of us. Especially not you.
Steve reckons today's the day.
You can only get better for me, that's for sure. What's that smell?
Good luck. What are you doing?
Wherever she's hidden it all, I can't find it.
Hidden what?
She had money. I know she did. But it's all gone. No trace, no trail. Just one dead end after another. I really thought I would be able to find it!
I think you best calm down.
She left me nothing. All those years, I fetched and carried for the old witch.
She must have spent it all.
What on? There's no sign of it anywhere. Everything in this place is years old. She never went anywhere. She didn't really know anyone. She had nothing to spend it on. There is no trace of it anywhere. The spiteful old cow probably flushed it down the toilet years ago. Well, I hope she's satisfied, wherever she is.
Look, are you okay?
Leave me alone. I've had enough of her and this place. The quicker I get out of here, the better. Post the keys back through the door when you're done. And make sure you finish the job. There's a deposit to come back off the landlord, and I am not missing out on that. I intend to get every penny I can out of this house.
What a mess.
Well, looks like we're the only ones left in the hunt for it now.
Yeah, but it exists.
Well, Joan obviously thinks it does.
She also reckons it can't be found.
Well, we should keep looking. What have we got to lose?
Yeah, exactly, and there's more of us, so we can have a proper look around.
Just saw Joan leave. What was up with her?
She told us about the missing cash and everything.
She threw the towel in, reckons it can't ever be found.
So, let's prove her wrong.
She had a couple of fellas in early this morning digging the garden up. I watched them. I didn't find anything, though.
So it's got to be in here somewhere. Well, she did burn it or flush it down the toilet.
She wouldn't have.
Well, maybe she give it to a charity or something then.
Well, if she had, I reckon she would have let Joan know about it, you know, just to rub it in.
If she wanted her to suffer, then what better way than this? Just stopping her from getting her hands on it.
Come on then. One last go.
Right, we'll start searching downstairs and work our way up.
Every nook and cranny.
Words that I deliver, always out of breath, out on a limb. None of this is harder than knowing about you. If you were someone else, I could live.
Nothing.
Us neither.
Let's just start getting everything out, eh?
We'll keep looking.
I'll make sure nothing leaves without being searched.
Come back later. Be the stone around my neck. Words that I deliver, always out of breath, out on a limb.
That's the whole place, bare.
I just can't think where else we can look.
Let's take the house apart, brick by brick.
That's it for us as well.
Joan was right. Gladys taken her secret with her.
Got handed to her though. She had us all going.
All this for nothing.
Okay, so we didn't find the money. But who knows what else could come out of all of this?
Okay, should we get off?
Oh, Glad's picture. I forgot to take it down.
Are you going to ask for a number or what?
Do you think I should?
Too right. Go on, now's your chance.
Go ahead.
I was wondering...
She'd be tickled pink if she knew the trouble she'd caused.
Listen, we're probably never going to see each other again after this, and... well...
Look!
Stay!
I don't believe it.
I must be Joan back!
Get out quick!
What am I going to do?
You stay here. Where's Stoller?
Are you feeling okay now?
I thought I'd better call back and collect the keys.
All done. We're just about to get off.
Oh, I'm sure you won't mind if I check around before you do. The landlord's calling round first thing in the morning to check everything's clear and in good order. Thank you both very much. Right, if you don't mind.
I can't believe it after all that.
I'm so close now, she's going to get her hands on it after all.
You took a day longer than you should, but I must admit you've done a decent job.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're pleased. You know, it's amazing how much there was. It took a good few van loads. Oh, these nails. Look, we really should get off now.
I want to check for myself.
Oh, do you really think you should? You know, after all the upset?
If I could just see for myself.
Yeah, but you're really upset this morning. The last thing you need is to look round the place.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, but it's clear in there and in the kitchen.
Move!
Hey, she can't have seen her.
How did he manage to keep her out of there?
Hey, what happened?
Let's just make it look like we're getting off.
How come she didn't see the money?
Couldn't tell you.
In the bedrooms, everywhere. Now that's what you call clever.
That's what you call expensive insulation.
Joan was this far from seeing it.
How did you manage to cover it up again?
With a little help from Gladys. The picture managed to hold it up just long enough.
She must be smiling down on us.
There must be thousands of pounds in here.
Well, what are we going to do with it?
Split it 4 ways?
You sure?
Of course I am.
Do you think that's what you would have wanted, though?
Well, anything apart from Joan getting her hands on it. She must have known someone would eventually find out, well after Joan had cleared off.
And it was us.
We'd better get a move on then, eh? We've got a whole house to get stripped tonight. Someone from the landlord's coming first thing in the morning.
Come Ed.
So you'll be able to get your business set up sooner than you thought?
Yeah, thanks.
You found it?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have had the chance if someone else had got the job.
Oh, you mean some other grave-robbing rag and bone man?
Come on, we've some serious stripping to do here.
Well, it's not the first time these two have stripped the money.
Wild thing, I think I love you. But I wanna know for sure. Come on, hold me tight. I love you.
Come on.
There must be over £2,000 here.
And just imagine how much there'll be once we've cleaned the whole house.
It was taking forever.
Yeah, we're never going to get the whole house done. I mean, if the landlord comes back, we've had it.
Oh, come on then, let's hurry up.
Come on then, upstairs. What time is it?
2 in the morning.
Come on, we got stripping to do. Hurry up, we'll never get finished.
Some cups of coffee.
Nice one. How's it all going?
Oh, we're cutting it short.
Especially with you two keeping half the night.
We weren't asleep that long.
Well, you can make up for it and get the other bedroom done. It's our turn for a rest, eh?
Come on.
I'm shattered.
Yeah, me too.
I reckon we've got a few hours, but if the landlord comes first thing, there's a chance we won't be out.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
What would have happened to all of this if it hadn't have been for you?
I suppose the landlord would have found it.
They've had enough of Gladys's money over the years.
Why didn't she give it to a charity or something?
Well, because then Joan would have known about it. This way, she frustrated her, got her angry. Just how she knew it would. The more I think about it, the more I think she gave me little clues over the years. You know, like little comments. The last time she decorated, just before she fell ill, I remember her being so proud of the job she'd done.
Sounds like a special person.
She was. You would have liked her. She would have loved you. Kirsty told me about your wife. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I don't mind talking about her. In fact, it helps. I struggled for so long because I wouldn't talk about her.
You obviously miss her.
Sometimes, though, it just all feels so long ago. I mean, I try and picture her. I can't. Not really. Not what it was like being with her every day.
If I fall asleep here, I'll never wake up. Maybe we should just crack on.
No, you need your rest.
Didn't think we were going to make it.
Come on, let's get out of here.
How much do you reckon there is?
There's got to be at least 10 grand.
All our savings.
We'll have to get it changed into new notes first.
Yeah, well, the Bank of England have got to do it by law.
Yeah.
Even if it's covered in dried up wallpaper paste.
Hey, it's money, isn't it?
Why don't we get all this cleared away and go and treat ourselves to a big brekkie, eh?
No, I couldn't. Well, I'm shattered and I'm way behind my work.
Well, once we get it changed, I'll come and drop your shit off if you want.
Thanks. I better get going. See you soon. Thanks again.
I'll tell you what, that limo is ours.
I'm just going to book a flight somewhere and get off.
Yeah, I wonder how long it'll take the bank to change all that.
I don't think we should keep any of it.
You're messing, aren't you?
It's an old lady's life savings. Just feel weird.
Yeah, which she left for someone to find.
Yeah, but not us.
You want to hand it over to Joan?
No, but I think Abby should have it all.
Abby's getting a share of it.
We never even knew Gladys. Why should we get any of it?
Because we found it.
Abby found it. If it wasn't for it, it'd still be hanging up behind the wallpaper.
And if it wasn't for us, Abby wouldn't have had the chance to find it. Now, I don't know what your problem is, but Abby seems happy enough to have a share of it.
Yeah, and even if we do tell her to take it, do you honestly think that she would?
I don't know, but you can have my share.
What about the limo?
We'll easily get the rest of the money for that. This money should go on Abby's business. You know, she could set herself up, get decent premises. She can even buy the rest of the furniture back off Hooky. At least that way, you know, she'll take care of it. Do it up properly.
Suppose you're right.
You what?
Well, Abby's the one who deserves it, not us. She was Gladys's friend and she'd have definitely wanted Abby to have it.
Don't believe this.
So you're saying you could happily keep it?
I suppose not. All right, give it to her.
Nice one.
Well done.
The limo will have to wait.
I tell you what, why don't me and you go out tomorrow night? Just a normal taxi will do.
Cheers, Dean.
Ruth. Must have dropped off. What time is it? Still early. Where have you been? Never mind that. What's all this? Our lives? Are you okay?
I knew that she kept souvenirs from when we were growing up, but nothing like this. It's all here. Everything from our identity bracelets when we were born to our 18th, 21st birthday cards.
Oh my God.
Look, it's my first tooth. Tooth Fairy obviously brought it all back. Every Mother's Day card from us. First locks of hair, first shoes. Everything.
I told you to wait for me.
I thought it'd just be clothes, and then I found all this.
My first blanket. There's not much left of it now.
You used to carry that everywhere with you until you were about 6.
At least Teddy. And her Stuart's rabbit.
How can we throw any of her stuff out when she's kept all of this?
Ruth, keeping mementos is one thing, but everything else is going to have to go. Otherwise, the room will just become a shrine. I can do it if you like.
No, we'll do it together. But let's wait. I want to go through all of this first.
What are we going to do with it?
Keep it. Maybe Mum kept it for all of us, not just herself. I can show Luke all of the stuff from when I was growing up.
He'd love that.
How can we split up the family so soon after she's died? We've got to stay together, at least until Stuart's old enough.
I suppose so. But it's not going to be easy, you know.
When it comes to families, what is? But we can't just give up. Mum would never have given up on us.
Thought you'd spend the day sleeping.
I've got a few hours.
Lucky you. Had a quick power nap and then had to carry on with that.
Listen, I decided we want you to keep the money.
What? All of it? But I can't.
Well, we don't want it. Look, there's enough there to set yourself up. You can start by buying Gladys's stuff back. And restoring it properly. She'd have liked that.
I'm really grateful, but we agreed to share it.
Well, if you don't want it, just give our share to Joan.
No way.
Then it's yours.
I bet it was you that talked Steve and Kirsty into this.
We all felt the same way. It's what Gladys would have wanted.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you can open up a business account and get the bank to change it all for you. You can put a nice little deposit down on a unit. Within a couple of weeks, you could be in business.
I can't believe this.
You were Gladys's friend. You used to visit her all the time. The one who she cared about.
I was right. She would have liked you.
Well, she must have had great taste.
Oh, she did. You're not just after my money, are you?
No. You deserve all that.
I know what you deserve.
Where are Ali and Stu?
Actually, I'll take Jimmy's advice, try therapy.
We've decided we want our money.
What money?
It's over, Sean. Just leave it.
Can I? Well, I know you still want it.
Just wait till I get my hands on those two.
Now, tomorrow at 10 o'clock, it's a new term at Summerdown School with the new series of Teachers. Coming up next here on 4, though, with no G-strings attached, it's Eurotrash.